I'm live. Okay, this is kind of going to be like a test because I just did live on Facebook and it was really choppy. So, okay, so I just got off the phone with, I'm in the sun. I might have to move. I don't want to get, there we go. And this looks really, really like I'm really washed out. Okay, so I just got off the phone. This is September 21st, 2020. This is a Monday. I just got a return call from James Hivener. He's the clerk. I don't know if he's the one I called. I called the clerk and I said I want to talk to somebody about how things are done and the procedures and stuff in the trying to get out of the sun in the Court of Appeals. And so he called me back. He called me back today. He told me that he has been a lawyer for 20 plus years and different kinds of law stuff. And I don't like the way this is. Make sure you can hear me. Yeah, my Facebook video is just so choppy. I'll just do this and then I'll share the link on Facebook. Okay. Legal research. That's my choppy Facebook. I don't know if it maybe if I did a Facebook Live computer. Why didn't I do that anyway? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, I should try that and see if it's my phone that makes it mess up or if it's the computer. Okay, so James Hivener, it's Hivener, and he's been there for 6 months and he manages the office there. And I asked him what the law clerks do, and he said they do legal research and they help in drafting the opinions. And of course, my suspicion is, and I told him I'm afraid a law clerk did the whole thing in my case. And he was very nice. I think I was on the phone for like 35 minutes, and he finally said he had other work to do. But I like being heard. You know, even if people don't agree with me, even if I don't get my way, I like to think people are listening to me. And of course, he could have been checking his email or doodling or something and not actually listening to me. But I think he was listening. And I told him that I'd been told that there's a different protocol for pro se litigants. I told him about my first 2 appeals that were not very strong, but I still felt like they read my brief. They I wished I'd won my first 2 appeals. I didn't expect to win my second one because that was a rant. That was for contempt for me violating unlawful gag orders. But they still reversed a couple of the counts against me, which, you know, I didn't care if they did or not. That was just, like I said, that was a rant. But my first one was my first custody modification trial, and it was so messed up. It was so complicated, and they'd gotten that, you know, that with that order of protection, I just figured, okay, I'll just suck it up. I'll do this year, no contact with my daughter. Then we'll go back and do it right the next time. And and the next time I had a lawyer every day of the trial. And I told this guy that. And I told him that the first 2 appeals, I was pro se, and then her dad had his lawyer. And then this time, all they had was my brief and the order that I was appealing and you know, the record. They didn't have, Laura's dad didn't answer, didn't do a reply brief. And the judge certainly did not cite legal authority. My battery's running low. I have to go plug it in a minute. Okay, we'll do this real quick. Okay, so the law clerk, he said the law clerk, so I told him what I thought had happened. And he says, well, I don't have any reason to see that. And In his experience, pro se litigants are not treated any differently. He advised that I hire a lawyer. He says it sounded like I was doing everything I could, and the only advice he had is to hire a lawyer. Of course, I can't afford one. I still haven't finished paying for the other. Okay, this is fixing to die. Okay, this is mostly an experiment anyway. I think I'm going to stop this and see how it did, and I'm going to might try to see if the Facebook on my computer does better, or I'm going to stop this. And stream.